A while back, I did a Red Lobster video where I claimed in the video, I said, they didn't fix Red Lobster at all, but I bought the food home. There were so many comments in the video saying, oh, you got to eat it in the restaurant. It's better when it's fresh. You didn't give them a shot. So you know what I'm doing right now? I'm walking my ass in the Red Lobster. We're going to sit down and eat this food. I hope there ain't no music on. Otherwise, we're doing voiceovers. We'll figure that out when we get to it. Just so you know, it is right now 2:40 in the afternoon. Looking at the outside in the parking lot, there's like nobody here. So this is the Red Lobster in Paramus, New Jersey. Just in case people were wondering, that's the location that I'm at.
I'm inside. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, it's pretty empty. There's like probably the whole restaurant, like 5 people, like parties, I should say. And we're all like tucked into one corner, but the rest of the restaurant, you can tell it's like a ghost town. But I'm gonna do what I normally do when I'm at home or I take my food to go. I'm gonna get an appetizer. We're gonna do an entree and a dessert. Now this, we know this is gonna be just fine. We'll take these out and we'll do what we do with these. But we got the cheddar bay biscuits. I might as well just bite one of these right now, right? Yeah, they're still gonna do something to you. Come over. Come over here. I could just get these and call it a day, and I really wouldn't even be mad. Like, I swear to God. Since this is the first time we're eating in the restaurant, everything's in play. As far as getting whatever the hell we want. I'm thinking we'll start out. They don't have like a sampler or nothing here, do they? Nah. So, this is a 10. Like, in the restaurant, out the restaurant, at somebody's house, it don't matter. One thing they're gonna do is make them biscuits, and them biscuits gonna do something to you. Like clockwork. So, we're good there. Let's run through what I got for the appetizer. I'm doing the crispy dragon shrimp. I had those, but only in a car. Again, since we're in the restaurant, people say everything's better in the restaurant, so we're kind of going, everything's free for all. So we got that for the appetizer, and then for the entree, I did the 7-ounce sirloin with the lobster tail. Yes, I usually get steak at steakhouses, but I also do get it at seafood places a lot. And then for the other 2 sides, because you get 4, 2 premium and 2 regular, I did the coconut shrimp and I did the shrimp Alfredo. I had to get a pasta dish because the pasta was really lacking when I went outside of this. So I wanted to do a pasta dish. And then for my 2 sides, I got hush puppies and bacon mac and cheese. I want to try mac and cheese in the restaurant again. So that was a kind of obvious one for me. I didn't want to do nothing like fries. So that's my main course and my appetizer. For the dessert, you got the choice of these 4 things in here. I got the key lime pie already. I've done that. I think I'm going to do the chocolate wave though. Or the brownie overload. Nah, we're doing brownie overload more than likely. But I got time for that, so I'm waiting for my food. Obviously, they got to put it in. It's going to take a while. First one finally rolled out, so let's get these out here. We got the crispy dragon shrimp. I had these in a car, and I thought these were good, so I'm just seeing if they're any different when they're in here. But they're just little pieces of crispy fried shrimp with this, like, I'll need to try them. Honestly, they were better the first time in the car. What the hell? Okay. I'm completely honest, bro. I'm pretty sure these are frozen shrimp. Somehow, the inside of the breading is like uncooked or like raw tasting. You know how when you don't like cook the breading long enough and it has that like mushy kind of consistency on the inside? That's what I'm getting. These were also sauced a lot more the last time I got them. I'm gonna try one more, but I might be out already. Yeah, these don't taste the same. I had these last summer and they were not like this. The sauce is decent, but there's just way less of it than you normally get. It's just crazy. They charge you $17 and give you this little soap dish. But the main thing that's throwing me off is that the breading is really mushy on the inside. Like you bite into the crisp and then it turns into this really mushy-like consistency. I thought going in the restaurant, these would be better, and they're exponentially worse than last summer. And I'm gonna give these a 2 out of 10. I'm not trying to be harsh, bro. I'm being complete, like, I'm actually, you can see by how I keep I'm in shock right now. I didn't think there was no way. I even played it safe, and they fumbled this. Guess I'll just bite the biscuit again. These I'm not touching. Main course is here. We got the Ultimate Feast. Costs $45.99. And I can get my hush puppies. Maybe just taking a second to get out. But it has a 7-ounce sirloin, medium rare, a lobster tail, an order of their shrimp Alfredo, and then their coconut shrimp. You get 4 pieces of those. That's something that I really did want to try. I think that's the dipping sauce that comes with it too. We got the bacon mac and cheese over here on the side, but let's start with this coconut shrimp. Butterflied, nice little coconut breadcrumbs going on. Got panko coconut blend. I know I'm supposed to do this first bite, no sauce. That's not bad. It's got a really nice, because there's a ton of shredded coconut in the breading. And really nice toasted coconut flavor, and the texture is good. The dipping sauce is like a pineapple, maybe salsa or chutney or something. But coconut shrimp notoriously is like really sweet. So it's sweet on sweet, but I kind of know that going in. Thank you, bro.
Everything coming along good?
Perfect.
Enjoy it, brother.
Thank you. Hush puppies. I love hush puppies, but this is way better than that dragon shrimp, which I thought was really good. I know seafood is kind of expensive. I wish you got more than 4, but it is an ultimate feast. Those are fire. Those, I'll give an 8.5 out of 10. Like, for real. Especially this little pineapple sauce. We got a hush puppy. Yeah, they put actual corn in their cornmeal. Also not bad. I'm gonna be honest, this might hit in this dipping sauce they got. Yeah. Hey. They had me scared with the dragon shrimp, but these are really crispy on the outside. Nice cornmeal, so it's got that gritty cornmeal texture. And there's pieces of some roasted corn in here as well. This don't taste like a Long John Silver's hush puppy, that's for sure. But 7 out of 10, it's fair. Pretty good. Let's do the steak. Give me A1 sauce. But see how the steak is hitting. Got the 7-ounce sirloin. I'm gonna cut myself. This is not medium rare. I'll tell you that right away. This is like medium medium. And I'm sitting at the thing. This is definitely not medium rare. It's a little overcooked, but let's see. He asked me if I want steak sauce. I think I know why. He was trying to tell me something. I don't put steak sauce on my steak, ever. This, you gotta put, there's not even salt and pepper on it. Look at it, it's not cooked right. I ordered medium rare. And this is almost medium well. You know, I'd say medium, but on the medium well side of medium. It's overcooked for me, so it's really tough. It's not seasoned. I think it's a 3. That is not for me at all. But I think what I'm realizing is that Red Lobster, like, I would just get the fried stuff. So far, like, even when I was home, the only things I really liked are the fried stuff. So like the fried fish, the fried shrimp, the hush puppies, the fries, fisherman's platter. But that's not necessarily what I like to get from seafood restaurants. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like crap after eating all that fried food. But let's try the lobster tail. Let's just get you off here into this butter. It's fresh lobster. You know, Red Lobster's notorious for having the lobsters chilling there. I'm sure that these tails don't come in the same, like, they're not taking a whole lobster apart. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it's definitely not old seafood. And it's cooked well. It's got butter on it. It does what it's supposed to do for a lobster tail. Like, if I went to a seafood place and ordered this, I wouldn't be mad at it. And for that reason, it gets a 7. And then their famous, they got pepper. It's back here, right? Yeah. I like a little fresh cracked on my Alfredo, but this is the shrimp Alfredo. Everybody loves to get the shrimp Alfredo at Red Lobster. But I never get the stuff fresh. I always have to eat it in the car. And people always say, oh, because you didn't eat it there. Well, I'm here. So let's try it. Is it better than the one that I ate in the car? Yes. Is this good? Not really. I'm also not gonna sit here like them people that, oh, that's nasty. You know, y'all know I'm not like that. Is it bad? No. This to me, this tastes exactly like the shrimp Alfredo I used to make in college. And all I used to do back then was grab a can of jarred Alfredo. I was in Iowa, so we didn't have all the good stuff. So a lot of times it was Prego. I would go get me some frozen shrimp, some linguine, or some fettuccine noodles, one of the two, and I would throw down. Right? And that's exactly, and I put the pepper on it just like this. It's exactly what it tastes like. So is it bad? No, it's not really like great either. But you know, like if you get it as a part of a platter, I don't really think it's bad. I wouldn't just get a whole plate of this because that costs you like, you know, I don't even know what it costs here. It probably costs you like a 30 spot, this place, but it's not bad. I mean, as part of this platter, it's not necessarily worth. The only thing I don't like on this platter so far is that steak. So again, I know people say, oh, you order steak at a seafood restaurant. It's very common for people to get steak and lobster tail at it. A lot of seafood places make really good steak. So I just wanted to try it because it was here. The only thing I wouldn't get on this whole thing is that steak. But bacon mac and cheese, if you don't know, I'm super picky with my mac and cheeses. There's a ton of like fried up bacon bits on here. The mac and cheese itself, the noodles are undercooked a little bit, but I do like the fact that they use real bacon bits. A lot of places don't. They use like some fake bacon bits. And these are like fried bacon bit, like that's real bacon. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the ones you just get in a jar because you can tell there's grease still on them. And there's also some breadcrumbs on here. And they have cavatappi noodles, which I like. But once you get past the bacon, it doesn't really taste like anything. I am notoriously picky with my mac and cheese. But there are some, Longhorn Steakhouse, for example, Arby's I liked. I just did Arby's a couple days ago. So it's not like I don't like any of them, but I like what I like. I think if you're a person who you just like kind of mac and cheese that's kind of crunchy with bacon in it, you'll like it, but I don't really care for it. Why am I going towards the scampi when it's not? I was going for the damn shrimp. Brain fart. But do I think this is worth the $50 that it costs? It's not like you're getting a deal. You know, I get that seafood is expensive, but there are other places. Miller's Ale House, for example, you can get a steak and shrimp platter. It costs like $18 for a sirloin the same way. So there are other places that you're going to get a deal. And the issue with me is this is like competitively priced and it's not competitively tasting. You know what I'm saying? So if you told me that this was like $30 to $35, I'd be like, man, you need to get this because it's a great deal for that. But when you're charging the 50 spot for this, I don't really feel like I got a great deal. But it's competitively priced. It's not like a ripoff. That's just what seafood costs around here. At like bigger restaurants, but not at Red Lobster. But my favorite two things, these hush puppies and the shrimp. I really like the shrimp. Pasta's doable. Steak is terrible. Lobster tail is also okay. Mac and cheese, not for me. But I think I'm gonna get a dessert and then we'll wrap this up. But normally I don't get to show y'all this, move this out of the way, but I made my two little to-go boxes that I get to give away with the rest of this food. So you can see, I don't know if you see this yet, but I just cut the piece of the steak that I had already like touched or whatever. And this is the shrimp Alfredo with the hush puppies. We got that off to the side already. This is what I always do. I do this in the car normally, but you know, I don't film this, but since I'm here. And then I got the two biscuits, the half a steak. Again, I cut the part that I had already messed with. And then the bacon mac and cheese, and there's the shrimp is underneath the biscuits. So I give those away. That will go to, I don't waste food if I have to. And that's going in the Red Lobster bag. And we're off. But A lot of people ask these questions all the time, man. And I say it a lot, but I know people are still, there's new people that see the channel every day, and there's always questions like that. But I don't finish the majority of the stuff that I eat, and I give away most of it. I'm not going to sit here and say I give away everything. If there's stuff that doesn't necessarily keep well, or like it's really bad, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to give it to somebody knowing that they're not going to like it or something like that. Meaning like it's like undercooked or something. Obviously not giving that away, but the majority of my food I give away somewhere to someone. It's people I know. It's people I don't know. I know where people are around here that, need a meal, and I know some people say, oh, you giving them your half-eaten food? What would you like me to do with it? Throw it out? Like, if they're willing to take it, maybe you've never been that hungry, but they are, and that's not something that I'll ever post. I won't ever post me giving them stuff like that because I don't think it's cool. But I do want people to know that, you know what I'm saying? Again, I've been doing this since the beginning. This isn't a new thing that I did. But people started asking, so I started saying it. I'm not asking for any congratulations. I don't think I deserve to be congratulated for giving people that need stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted y'all to know that. Also, I don't know if y'all do this, but I always try to like put everything together so it's easier for the waiter to like take it away. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to just leave a mess on the table. This is exactly as advertised. This is the Brownie Overload, and it looks like it is just a brownie with some chocolate, some caramel, vanilla ice cream, whipped cream. I love a warm brownie sundae. Like, it's one of my favorite things to get, so I hope this is hitting on something. There we go. Try the brownie first. My face is my exact reaction. Like, I'm just, let me get the whipped cream and the ice cream all together with it. Honestly, the brownie is not bad. It's not bad. I had to like get into it, from like the middle, like this part. There's a cross section, but I take that back. That brownie's good. Really fudgy. I personally really love like a fudgy ass brownie. It's like my pleasure. It's what I live for. And this is warm. Look, it's not reinventing the wheel here. You know what we're doing. It's some ice cream and a brownie with some whipped cream, but to say that I wouldn't rock with this, I'm crazy. What really stands out though is how well made the brownie is from like a fast food standpoint or like a chain restaurant. I've had a few of these. This is why we gotta spin the block. I might spin the block. All right. Come here. Should we go to all these restaurants and sit in there and do them again? Okay, I need to stop eating. 8 out of 10. Very solid. Nothing stands out, but nothing screwed up.
No problem.
This is going to be $81.53. So after eating here, what do I think is the issue? I think that, again, I spent $100. I mean, I spent $111 if you can count the tip. Without tip, it was $81.53. And that's really expensive for food. That's just like average. And I think a lot of times for this, when your competitors, when you're talking about casual chains, your price point is almost double the amount. I'm not just talking about the ultimate feast, but unless you stick to strictly the specials, most of their food is between $25 and $35 a plate. Their appetizers are between $16 and $25 an appetizer, whereas the other places are about half that. And I think most people don't want to spend that much money to what I consider in this chain game. Most of the stuff is mediocre. There are some decent things if you get like the fried stuff, but I just don't think it stacks up towards the other places. I will say it was better in the restaurant with some things, but in some cases it was worse. So let me know what you think about Red Lobster. I want to do this. Let's see how well this video does, but let's spin the block and go. I want to do the mom and pops, and we're going to continue to do that, but I want to also go and sit in the restaurants. I didn't get copyrighted when I went to Uncle Giuseppe's on my second channel, and there was music playing loud as hell in the background, so I'm kind of feeling bold. So let's do it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and we'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. Hand science. They made it to YouTube.